four great teams play today, and we're just honored to be in it. Coach Enfield, myself, the whole team. So on behalf of USC, we're just happy to be in it.
Yeah, just playing here all 4 years, it just keeps getting more and more exciting as we go. Obviously, tonight was a big win against a good team, and we had to fight the whole game, and I felt like we kept our composure, and it was an amazing crowd today. We give a lot of love to our USC fans that showed up today, and it was just an amazing environment, and it was really fun tonight.
It's a great win for our basketball team against a quality team. LSU is extremely tough. They had a lot of good one-on-one players, as you saw tonight, and to really grind it out like we did, give our players a lot of credit. They hung tough all night, even though we were trailing most of the game until the last few minutes, so it was a great win.
Questions?
Really for any of you, but the key there was the 13-2 run there in the second half. What was the key to putting that together?
Coach just drawing up great plays, and we executed them. Play after play we ran, he kept on something good. He saw what the defense was doing. We executed the plays, and it happened to go in our favor. So credit coach.
Coach, what did you think about the play of Ethan Anderson? I remember last game we talked about how he was assisting a lot but didn't score. It seemed like he was getting a little frustrated not scoring early, and then he ended up making some pretty big shots for you late.
Well, Ethan started out the game slowly. He missed his first 4 or 5 shots, I think first 6 shots actually, and he lost his confidence a little bit, but we all have confidence in Ethan. I thought Kyle Sturman came in and gave us a huge lift in the first half as Ethan struggled, and then we put Ethan back in the second half, and that's what I expect as a head coach. Our staff expects that, his teammates expect that, to come in and play like he did down the stretch, because he's a heck of a basketball player. He makes freshman mistakes. However, we have confidence, and we're going to ride with our young guys, because we have 3 upperclassmen that are returnees, and we have all the other guys are new to our program. And so these 2 young men here next to me lead us because they're experienced and they're seniors, but our freshmen have to step up, and Ethan sure did in the last 6-7 minutes.
Coach, it seemed like you were having a lot of trouble getting the ball inside to Onyeka. What were they doing that limited those opportunities?
Well, if you come down the court and just say, hey, we're going to throw you the ball, the 5 defenders and everybody in the stands can see that. So they were double teaming the post. They were making it difficult. And so we have to play basketball. The easiest time for a post guy to get a touch is off the move. He sets a ball screen, runs the rim, and get the defense moving. So we became a little stagnant in the first half of trying to get the ball to Nick, Isaiah, Onyeka in the post, and our offense bogged down a little bit. So second half, we used a little more motion, a little more dribble handoffs, some ball screening action. We ran the big guys in and out, and I thought it was very effective. Nick had a double-double, and O ended up with a 10-9, and Nick had 14-9. So they did their job, especially late in the game.
Coach, you guys have a very respectable record, but you're still not ranked. What do you think a big win like this can do for your chances to get ranked next week?
We take it game by game. To be ranked, you have to beat good teams, and we did that today. We just beat TCU on the road, which is a true road win. We also beat Nevada, a true road win. It's an extremely tough place to play. We have a couple good neutral wins. So we're doing our part, but this is another step of where we're trying to get to, and that's to be in position to have a good record going into conference play and keep building.
For Andy and the players, just the neutral site games and the win at TCU, just for non-conference, how big have those wins been, especially tonight going into conference play?
Well, to beat an SEC team that is as good as LSU and a terrific basketball team, that was big for us and for our league. To beat a Big 12 team like TCU on a road game, that's obviously the same. So I think our league as a whole has done a great job in the out-of-conference, winning a high percentage of the games, and also some big wins at neutral sites like tonight, as well as on the road. So we're just trying to do our part, but we're also excited about the Pac-12 because it's very deep this year, and we have, as a conference, have a lot of big wins.
For anybody, you guys have one out-of-conference game left. You're a team coach. Do you feel good where you're at right now, heading into the conference play?
Well, I feel great, and I'll let these guys answer, but
I feel good.
to be 10-2, we've had a tough schedule. So to be 10-2 where we are and have wins on the road in a neutral site games against power conference teams, and to be playing like we are right now. I feel like we're a much better team now than we were a month ago, and we're excited for our next game in the conference to start. And these guys are the reason, because the last 4 games, Jonah has played like an all-league first-team guard, and Nick has had huge plays down the stretch of our last few games to help us win and beat TCU in tonight. So if these guys keep playing like they do, have been the last 4 games, and keep leading us, and we feel great.
Going back to Ethan, aside from just sitting down in the first half, is there a message you had for him? Did you talk to him then or at halftime?
I didn't say anything to him. You know, Ethan is you don't have to say anything. He's a competitor. So you noticed he came in and he just played basketball. He used to get up at 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. and drive an hour and a half to Fairfax High School. They live in Carson, okay? Because he wanted to go to Fairfax, and he did that for 4 straight years. And he became City Player of the Year. And you do that with dedication. You do that with toughness. And so I don't. What am I going to tell a kid that has done that? Hey, you're playing like crap? No, I'm just going to let him be. And because when I put him back in the game, I expect him to show that toughness and that competitive spirit that he's shown his whole high school and college career.
Coach, right here, Coach. Next year you have the #1 recruit in the class, Evan Mobley, and you have a few other great recruits. What has been the success of such a great recruiting class for next year?
Well, next year Evan is our lone signee right now, and I can talk about him because he's signed. But I'd rather talk about the 5 freshmen we have now that are the 5th or 6th ranked recruiting class in the country, which is the highest in USC history. What they meant to our program. As Jonah and Nick have been part of we set the school record in wins over a 1, 2, 3, and 4 year period the last 4 years in the history of USC basketball, and these guys have been a big part of that because they've been here. So to go to the NCAA tournament a few times, win games in the tournament, go to the Pac-12 championship, come in 2nd place for the first time in 25 years at USC, which was 2 years ago, that helps build momentum on the recruiting trail. And that's why these freshmen have come here, the 5 freshmen we have now, and then Evan is going to come next year, and we'll probably add 1 or 2 players late. So as your program gets better, you can recruit better players.
Coach, right here. Talk about the importance of the crowd tonight.
We had a great crowd. It's part of our season ticket package now. I think we have more fans show up than we had before, which is a great idea. Give our Steve Lopes, the administration, credit for that. We really marketed it, and even though it's not our home, it's close enough where our fans could come, and I thought they were loud. They gave us a little energy, and I thought this was the best crowd. We've been in this 4 straight years, so the first game was outstanding. And so the Basketball Hall of Fame runs a great event, and I thought how they marketed this year was exceptional.
For Nick and Jonah, it seemed like that Temple game was eons ago, but just what strides or what's been the biggest key to getting the big wins and everything during the past month?
I think just staying together as a team and just working every day and believing in each other. And I think that when we go to practice, we really work on the things that we execute in the games. And we're just getting comfortable playing with each other now. It's we're getting to a nice little flow. And I think that today was a really big win, and this is going to give us a lot of confidence, going into Florida Gulf Coast and into conference. So I think it's just getting more comfortable with each other and just continuing to work hard and just trusting everything that the coaches tell us and take coaching, and the young guys just continue to play and continue to get that experience.
Over here on your right.
This is for the 2 seniors. You said you have a very young team. How have you guys taken that leadership and mentorship role, and what kind of growth have you seen in your young freshman teammates, and what advice do you give them going into conference play?
Just leading by example every day. With the coverages, whether it's offense, defense, what we do off the court, on the court, just leading by example. They follow us, they follow everything we do, and the freshmen come up and learn really quick. The concepts that we teach at USC that come up on since summertime, we learn really quick. So just going to conference play to tell them to keep the same composure. It's going to be a high level of competition, but just keep the same energy you've had and continue to learn.
Yeah, just going off what Jonah said, just keep encouraging them, things like that. And they look up to us because we're older. We've had a ton of experience here, so just doing anything we can to help out the coaches and just lead by example.
Let's go one more. One more right here.
Andy, next week will be the first time we've played Florida Gulf Coast since coming to USC. What are your thoughts going into that rematch with your old school?